Welcome to a lesson where we'll cover invisible indexes and how to create them. And the sole purpose of an invisible index is to omit the optimizer to pick it up. So once it's created and we query from some table that has that invisible index, it is impossible that it will be used. Now, you may think, why should you make an index invisible since it's not going to be used? Well, it is good to have invisible index to test how the performance on the database is gonna act. As we mentioned that with every insert, update, or delete on a table, also the indexes are updated accordingly. So for example, on a database that has a lot of inserts on a particular table, an index could slow overall performance of the database. So it's a good way to test this prior out, right? Just to cover how the invisible index is created, I dropped my exam history table and all of the indexes that were associated with that table. I'm going to recreate that table and I'm going to create an invisible index on the exam date column. The syntax is completely the same, so it's create index, the index name, on which table, on which column, and followed by the keyword invisible. So let's create that index and let's check it out. We can see that it exists in the data dictionary, and we can check the column visibility, and we can see this index is indeed marked as invisible. So it's not going to be used by the optimizer when querying from our table. Also, we can alter that index with the alter index statement by setting that index to visible state. So let's try this out, and let's check again the data dictionary, and that index is now visible. Of course, we can revert that to make it also invisible back again, right? So it's alter index, the name of the index, and invisible. Let's check the state, and indeed it is invisible. This is it for the simple one, and see you in the next one.